Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go, this is Valley News Live at 5.
Severe weather, powerful winds caused some damage, some dangerous conditions up and down the valley last night. Several houses were damaged in the northern valley. Valley News Team's Ryan Laughlin tells how people narrowly avoided serious injury.
In Buxton, everybody is pitching in. Strong winds knocked down some big trees and left some without power.
So this is our bedroom window. We were just inside when all the commotion was going on.
Ron Moffness says he's lucky.
Kept hearing the winds howling really loud like a freight train.
After warning sirens blared,
We're very, very curious people, so we got up and instead of going downstairs to the safe room, we were looking out the window and the lightning and then the power went off. And that's when we were watching the winds and they looked like straight line winds.
suspected straight line winds leveled a number of trees. One pine tree is now propped up by a power line. Another across the street snapped in half. A monster tree in the backyard narrowly missed the kitchen. And the one that came down on the bedroom where Ron and his wife were watching out the window only caused minimal damage to the roof and siding.
We were right underneath it. Our bedroom window's right underneath it.
Today is a special day for the Army veteran.
We actually just been here a year today.
This Mother Nature's anniversary present that the whole town gets to be a part of.
You could hear the neighbors going around checking each other and stuff. And I said, you know, ever since we moved here, that's what's really nice about the Buxton, the city of Buxton, is how we take care of each other.
Hours of work ahead, but nothing these guys can't handle. From Buxton, Ryan Laughlin, Valley News Live.
The National Weather Service had warned the overnight storm could bring 70-mile-an-hour winds. Our weather team checked and found 63-mile-per-hour winds on I-29 about 4 miles south of Buxton. We're not as hot as yesterday, making it a better day to clean up any damage from that storm. Let's find out what's happening tonight. Justin?
And thank you, Andrea, and good evening, everybody. Yeah, a little cooler than yesterday. Temperatures near average for this time of year. The currents look like this. We're at 74 in Fargo, Jamestown, 73 at Devil's Lake, and 72 Thief River Falls down toward Detroit Lakes and Fergus Falls. A little breezy with the wind now from the north at, say, 15 to 20 miles per hour in most places. And we are seeing plenty of sunshine. The bulk of the moisture in the region is to our south. They're getting some severe weather around the Omaha area, getting into Iowa. Now here's what we saw. Estimated rainfall from yesterday. The greens on this map, a half to 1 inch, yellows 1 to 2 inches, and the orange 2+ inches. We got a good amount of rain making its way from Valley City to Fargo into Lakes Country last night, along with multiple reports of wind and hail damage. So as we go through this evening, temperatures will fall from where they are now into the mid-70s through the lower 70s into the lower 60s, clear skies, and the wind will eventually subside as we go through this evening. We are tracking a chance of some more thunderstorms. We'll tell you when, coming up a little later on in the newscast. Now, let's check in with Robert Hahn now. He's at the Cashwise Backyard Barbecue.
And we are here in Moorhead at the Cashwise Backyard Barbecue. I'm here with the winners. Rhonda, Brandy, and Ardeen and Meatball is also one of our winners here. Rhonda, tell me how easy was it for you to sign up?
It was very easy to sign up. I went to the Dilworth Cashwise, and in the meat department they had this big barrel, signed a little piece of paper, put it in there, called me. I thought they were joking. Well, somebody was playing a joke on me, and it was true.
No joke. We did get the winner here. Again, Rhonda, Brandy, Ardeen, and Meatball out here enjoying the Cashwise Barbecue and signing up in the meat department. You can do the same thing, Fargo, West Fargo, Moorhead, and you can win your own Cashwise Backyard Barbecue, where you win not only a free barbecue and some steaks, some chips, some drinks, and all the fixins. So
$50 gift card.
And a $50 gift card. How could I forget that? So, yeah, enjoying our time here. The steak's just getting ready to get on the grill. The grill is now warming up, and we'll talk to you a little bit later on. We'll head it back to you guys in the studio.
All right. Thanks, Robert. New developments tonight in the case of a Minnesota grandmother who led authorities on a cross-country manhunt earlier this year. Lois Reese will be tried for first-degree murder in Florida. A grand jury has indicted the 56-year-old grandma from Blooming Prairie on that charge, as well as grand theft of a motor vehicle and criminal use of personal identification information of a deceased individual. Reese spurred the nationwide hunt in March after police say she killed her husband, then fled to Iowa to gamble and later killed another woman in Florida. She was eventually arrested in Texas after they say she tried to steal the Florida woman's identity. Fargo police are on the lookout for a number of people connected to a crime. Take a look at your screen right now. If you recognize anyone in these pictures, call investigators 241-1405, or you can text a tip 730-8888 if you want to remain anonymous. The controversial gravel pit issue near Long Lake in Detroit Lakes has come to an end. The Becker County Board voted not to grant a permit Strata Corporation needed to open an additional pit in the area. Residents have voiced concerns about the pit's environmental impact, and resort owners near the proposed area tell us they were worried about the noise the pit would produce. A representative with Strata Corporation told us in a previous interview the pit would have no significant impact on Long Lake. Mouths are drooling, stomachs are growling for a bite of barbecue. That's because Happy Harry's Rib Fest is once again taking over the Fargo Dome parking lot. 7 rib cookers are making everything from brisket to pulled pork and, of course, racks of ribs. More than 50,000 people take part in this tasty event. Cookers say while they all may have similar menus, the flavors are all unique.
The bottom line is you can see everybody has the same cookers. We use fresh cherry wood, and then it's the barbecue sauce and seasonings that really set everybody apart. There's the difference right there.
For a schedule of events, including Riblet Fest and entertainment, go to valleynewslive.com and click on our hot button. Moving to a new house can be a pain for a lot of people, but how about moving an entire store? That's what Best Buy in Fargo did, and today it's open for business inside West Acres Mall. The store is much bigger, 5,000 square feet more than the old one. But it's not just about size, it's also about customer convenience. Computers and video games will be in the same area so shoppers can find both easier. There's also a new home theater design studio that will allow you to see higher-end audio and video products. Also, if you're looking for a $9,000 refrigerator, they have that too. General Manager Kent Esterby says he's focusing the move on customers' needs.
The access to the blue shirts is going to be easier because it's so much more open. Just the quality and the difference of the products that they're able to choose from will be something they never had here in Fargo-Moorhead area.
The official grand opening will happen on Friday. A longtime Fargo furniture retailer is closing its doors. Zimmerman's Furniture has been in Fargo for 21 years, but now a sign in front of the business on South University Drive says building sold. Everything must go. The furniture store opened in 1997. Gene Zimmerman says he and his family have decided it's time to scale down. He also says it's becoming nearly impossible to find employees. The company's 2 stores in Bismarck and Jamestown will remain open. Fargo police want to make sure you know where your pets are wandering off to. They say if your cat or dog gets out, it could cost you over $100 to get them back. Valley News Team's Bailey Hurley explains what you can do if your 4-legged friend has gone missing.
Yes, they like to go outside, but what happens if they do get away?
Fargo police and the Homeward Animal Shelter are reminding pet parents to keep a close eye on their animals and to not let them roam around town.
We really encourage people to keep a close eye on their animals because home is the safest place for them.
Now that it's warm again, police say they've seen too many cats walking the streets, breaking city ordinance.
If they know that that person is just letting their animal run free and run loose, they're in violation of that ordinance. And at that point, it's hard for us to condone what they're doing. And then the animal is brought to the pound instead of just being brought home. You might have a really friendly dog and they're not going to harm anybody, but somebody may have had a negative situation with some other animal and they're afraid of them. So it's for everybody's safety.
We also are always fearful of people finding dead animals, unfortunately, that have been hit by cars or attacked by dogs, or who knows what can happen to them. Sometimes neighbors don't want pets roaming around, and so they put out rat poison.
If your pet is brought to the pound, it's a $60 impound fee plus any other costs while your animal is there. You'll also get slapped with a $50 violation fee from the city. But pets only stay at the pound for 3 to 5 days, then they head to an animal shelter.
Then we have extra animals here that have an owner looking for them, but they have already missed them at the pound, all because they were out roaming the streets.
And your pet could be adopted by someone else if you don't claim them in time.
Unfortunately, there's not a lot we can do. We will reach out to the adopters and just say, hey, the original owner has stepped forward. It's up to you to decide.
Bailey Hurley, Valley News Live.
The animal shelter says the best option for cats who like to spend time outdoors is to put them on a harness and leash so they don't run off. They also want to remind dog owners to have leashes no longer than 6 feet.